Hey guys, welcome back to the College Fashion Vlog. It's AJ here. I have a special guest today, my roommate Seth. I don't really know his views on fashion. Doesn't look like he has very good views, but
You're right. I know nothing about fashion.
Yeah, so he does a lot of stuff with math, so that's pretty fun. But something we've been like any good college students, we're both very into memes. So we've been kind of looking at meme fashion a little bit lately. So Seth, you want to tell them what you found?
So it's Pizzamas. So the Vlog Brothers have got their Pizzamas sale going on, and they've got a bunch of different articles of clothing for sale.
Oh, yeah.
For you to for people to. Well, I mean, all the money for the sales goes to charity.
Yeah.
So, but they've got a bunch of pizza themed, Vlog Brothers themed stuff going on. And I've got my eye on the None Pizza Left John shirt. So I might have to drop $25, but
$25.
yeah, it's for a good cause.
Okay, that's true. Isn't it like a hospital in Africa?
They do the Project for Awesome, which is like they like collect money and then they give it to various charities. I know that they've got that hospital thing going on.
Yeah.
But, you know,
It's gonna
fashion for a good cause.
Yeah, that's like usually fashion isn't the profits aren't going to that type of stuff. I mean,
lining those
capitalist
capitalist
pockets. Yeah. Oh boy, yeah. So, yeah. Now I'm just thinking about the capitalist like world of fashion. You know, Milan, Paris. Yeah, have you ever watched one of those fashion shows where they're wearing like
I've been to the AASA had a fashion show where they showed off like traditional garments from
like different cultures and stuff.
Yeah,
Was that?
I mean Asian cultures.
Yeah,
Asian
yeah,
Americans.
yeah.
But no, I went to that. It was pretty cool. I got you know Karina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your friend
yeah,
Karina. Yeah.
She got a dress from her aunt that her friend was going to model, but her friend bailed at the last second, so Karina had to walk the runway when she didn't want to.
Is she? Well, she's not from the Philippines.
Yeah, she's. Well, I mean,
Her family's from the
her family's Filipino. I don't know how much she actually like. I know they've got their own language. I think it's Tagalog, the language, but like it. The dress is very Spanish-ish. Like it's,
like kind of like
it's got
like
the poofy
the
arms,
poofs and the
and
arms?
it's very like,
out there.
It's
round.
it's very round, very poofy. It's
like,
red and white.
Okay. Like the bright red.
You know
and white?
those? Yeah, you know those pictures of like the Spanish ladies.
The salsa dancing.
Yeah. It looks kind of like that, but like I don't know, just fancier.
That's pretty cool.
No,
the only like experience I've had with fashion shows is like in high school they'd have like those fashion design classes.
Oh.
So they they'd like hold a fashion show and it was interesting.
I don't think we had fashion show. We had Air Jam, but that was like
Air Jam.
music.
Yeah, no. I know they have fashion shows on campus here at Ball State, right? Do they? Well, yours was
the ASA
a club,
was in the
but
student
like,
center.
because I know they have the drag shows.
I've not been to one of those.
My
friend Rob
either, yeah.
was in one. I saw a picture of him. It was pretty funny.
Like Rob that goes.
He goes to Iowa.
Okay.
Well, he goes to school in Iowa.
Huh. Interesting. I know my friend friend Peter's roommate does that, so I see fashion in different
Mm.
realms of the.
Realms.
I don't know.
The far reaches.
Yeah, it's like you start diving into this stuff and you see it everywhere now. Like I walk down the street and I'm like, that person's got some interesting fashion. Those are some interesting decisions you've made.
The extent of my fashion decisions are, what can I do to make people not pay attention to me?
That's pretty much the same. It's like I want to look good, but not too good to draw attention because my face itself isn't warranting of attention. So
well, you know, if the cops see me, you know, I don't want to.
Like, that's when you wear the bright orange clothes.
I definitely had to burn my jumpsuit when I broke into prison.
Oh boy.
I wanted to, for Halloween, I wanted to go as Thought Patrol with
The Thought Patrol.
I needed some blue, you know, frat boy shorts.
Well, at Party City, they were selling like
police
uniforms.
I
Or at least police shirts.
I do need a police shirt. The shorts would be easy to get. You know, you can get Navy shorts anywhere. No, I need a police officer's uniform. I need like a special badge from Thought Patrol.
Thought Patrol.
And,
You like go 3D print it, you know.
Treyas runs the lab in AT, Applied Technology.
Applied Technology.
He
building,
could probably get me access to the 3D printer.
I wonder if they're ever gonna like 3D print like whole fashion outfits. Like, I mean, I feel like they have done that. They've probably done it.
I definitely. I read an article where these guys 3D printed all the parts to a car.
Okay.
And then put it together, so I'm sure there are ways of. It's just when you 3D print stuff, it's like, you know, pretty solid.
Yeah.
You 3D printing like plastic, like the shoot. Why can't I think of the word? Like. Not natural fabrics, you know what I mean? Where it's made out of plastic. And,
artificial.
Yeah, maybe artificial. That might be the word. That stuff like you've got to like actually weave the strands of the plastic and make it very fine. The 3D printers, like the extruder cannot
do that. They don't have fancy ones that can do that?
Well, maybe they do, but the ones I've worked with are.
So you're telling me I can't 3D print my clothes?
Probably not.
I can't just go down to the Applied Technology building.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
That's gonna be a hard no.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. But you never know. You should. We should go and talk to. There are people. Do we have fashion design majors here?
Yeah.
We should talk to them about it. Maybe they would know.
Ooh. We should take this podcast on the road and go find some.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go find some fashion majors.
No, we'd have to put that on hold. I'm not even dressed yet. I'm in my most fashionable pajamas.
Yeah, you haven't been outside today.
No.
I went outside, changed into my outside clothes, my quote-unquote outside clothes, and then immediately changed back into my comfy pajama clothes because it's the weekend, and I don't want to be wearing jeans all day. I don't think jeans are lounge-around pants.
What's your... Well, I mean, I take special pleasure in sleeping in jeans. But
well, that's because you're an animal.
That's beside the point. No, you had a date last week.
Ooh.
What did you wear on your date?
Okay, well, that was
make the ladies swoon.
So that was one of the few times I've actually like tried to dress up a little noticeable, you know, a little good. So of course I broke out the Converse because Converse are besides my dress shoes, are the best shoes I have. The jeans, of course. And then,
what kind of jeans?
Oh, just
skinny. You skinny jeans?
Nah.
Or are you more of a straight cut?
I like the straight cut because I wore skinny jeans, but my legs are just a little too skinny. That skinny jeans just.
You don't have the calves.
I mean, I kind of do, but like
calves you could sharpen an axe on.
Not that. No.
Absolutely not.
So I usually go for the straight cut. And then it was raining, but I did wear a nice kind of basic colored T-shirt that's not necessarily skin tight, but a little tighter. You know, show off the
muscle,
the muscles,
the gains.
the gains. But it was downpouring that day, so I had to wear a coat too. She actually wore a coat that didn't have a hood on it. Didn't bring an umbrella either.
Yeah.
It's a questionable life decision, but you know,
the strong do what they can and the weak suffer what they must.
Interesting. But the Applebee's was good.
Yeah, Applebee's.
The Applebee's was good.
I should have taken you guys so that I could have.
Yeah, you had your gift card, and you just Seth just rolls up. Hey guys.
Yo.
Yo.
AJ, fancy meeting you.
Fancy meeting you here. I told you I was gonna be here, Seth.
Seth Yoon. What did I tell you about?
Yeah.
Coming to Applebee's.
Do you wear anything special when you go to church on the weekends?
So like I usually just wear a graphic tee during the week, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
I'll usually, well, I've got like the V-necks where it's just like a solid color, you know, those kind of t-shirts. But if it's chilly, I might throw a flannel over an undershirt or something. Flannels are a good time.
Yeah, you're very proud of those flannels.
Oh. You gotta take nice care of your flannels, you know. But dude, you'd think like you'd be able to get like a nice selection of used flannels at Goodwill, but like I think this is my personal theory. Okay, you go in and like the only flannels you can find are like larges and like extra larges, and it's like, but they have like small and medium, you know, normal t-shirts. I think girls go in over to the guys section and buy their small flannels because the girls are in high demand of those sweet flannel shirts. They're always cold, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when me, an actual dude, wants to go in and buy a dude flannel, they're all gone. Okay? That's what I think, because I can never find small flannels at Goodwill.
You just sound jealous.
I am jealous. The yellow and blue flannel that I have in there, that's like one of the only small flannels I've ever found at Goodwill.
At Goodwill, do they... So I know they sell stuff, but like, do they like donate too, or is it just like they sell it cheap?
I don't think Goodwill... No, I'm pretty sure I think their like charitable angle is that they provide jobs to people. I think that's
okay.
Their you know.
Because I was wondering.
Because they're like taking in the free stuff, so their margins are like, you know.
Yeah. Woo. That's called good business.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Well, maybe
if you can get people to give you the stuff you're selling, like, why not?
Yeah.
But.
Well, they do have to not refurbish, but mess around with some of the stuff. Make sure there's no...
Yeah, they probably have to do a certain amount of... There's probably stuff they get that they can't sell and toss out, you know?
Yeah, I imagine.
No. I've got some of my best shirts from Goodwill.
Yeah. It's
My
a good time.
My Fallout t-shirt.
It's an adventure going in there.
You never know what
you never know where you're going to find, yeah. We went in there when we were shopping for Halloween.
Those pants right there that I haven't put away.
The green ones?
Yeah, I got those from Goodwill. They're a little too big for me after a belt. But,
They're a little too big.
Around the waist, you know, my girlish figure.
Yeah. Those child shoe sizes.
I do. When you're going to Goodwill, you gotta be willing to accept some margin of error. So, did you say children's shoe sizes?
Yeah.
I don't wear children's shoes. Okay.
I thought you did.
No, I wear. Okay. I can wear children's pants. I wear 16s and kids. You know?
Oh, okay.
Which, like, I think the largest kid size is 18. And that's, like, husky, you know what I mean?
No, those husky kids.
So, I'm like a husky child. I'm like a husky 13-year-old, I guess.
A nice slow clap.
Yeah, well.
You know, you save money. So.
Yeah. It's true, dude.
Yeah.
The Target... I've told you about Target jeans. The kids' Target jeans, they're only like $11, but they're like so. I think they're very stylish. I think they're like you can get the you know, they're not distressed like, you know, the $100 ripped jeans, you know what I mean? But they've got the nice like worn like cut you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Where it's blue, but it's like worn down, so it's like lighter.
Yeah.
So, and it's like very. Very, you know, exactly what you're looking for when you're trying to impress with your fashions like that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oldest talk of flannels and stuff is making me think of my Halloween costume.
Oh,
Went as Mason Ramsey, aka the Yodel Kid.
Walmart yodeling kid.
Yeah, Walmart yodeling kid, not just the Yodel Kid. Well, he is the official Yodel
Okay.
Kid. I think we can all agree.
I think Walmart fashion. I think that's like you can get some stylish.
I don't know.
Their graphic tee selection is so bad, dude. They've got the lamest stuff. Like half their stuff is like the kittens in space kind of stuff.
Oh, that type of
I
stuff.
know, it's really annoying. But
You gotta do like the customizable graphic tees.
well, the best graphic tees I feel like you can get you gotta find on the internet. Like stores never have like actual good. Well, I mean, I've never been in. I would assume Hot Topic has got some good graphic tees, but I don't go in there very often. It's pretty intimidating, I think.
I don't think I've ever been in a Hot
You've
Topic.
never been in a Hot Topic?
No. I know there's a store in the Muncie Mall.
I'm pretty sure there's a
has-
Hot Topic in the Muncie Mall.
No, it's called like Stevens or something.
Spencer's?
Spencer's. Don't
That
they
one's
have-
also intimidating.
Well, that's just because they're like playing like death metal in there, and you're like, I don't want to die.
And you might get called out as a poser.
I don't know.
Get lynched.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Huh.
The fashion world, very aggressive.
You never know
I know.
when the fashion police.
The
that's
fashion police,
that's
yeah, they're
They're
brutal.
they're always watching.
Always watching you.
But no, I think I did my family has foreign exchange students.
Yep.
From China, and our first one, he had a Walmart T-shirt that said whatever on it, and that was it. Like you know how teenagers are ruining this country. Well, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we got our other Asian, like the second one we got, the same shirt, and then so that they would look the same.
Oh my goodness.
And so now we're on 3 and 4, and I was like, oh, I'll go for they just had their birthdays recently, actually. I was like, oh, I'll go to Walmart and get them both their own sets of whatever
t-shirts, yeah.
And they didn't have any this time. Like normally their graphic T-shirt selection is pretty bad, but like at least they've got a kind of a lot, like, you know. But then I go back and like they've like halved their selection, and it's like all garbage.
Why didn't you just like do a Costco and like buy up all the whatever shirts?
They've got them at Costco.
No, I'm saying like, why didn't you just buy their
preemptively? Well, I have no
I'll
idea.
take your whole stack.
I have no idea how many Asians my parents are planning on importing, but I can't predict. Like, what am I gonna do? Go and like buy like 20 of them just in case?
Yes, that's the whole point.
What if they don't fit? Like,
Then you make them
maybe I'll make it fit. No.
It's for the good of their fashion.
For the good of the cause.
Good of the cause. Oh, I wonder how boomers feel about teenagers' fashion.
I don't think they
nowadays.
can talk after the 60s and 70s with their leisure suits and their
What do you mean? That was the
leather everything and
that was the peak of fashion.
absolutely
The
not.
peak of fashion was in the 60s and the 70s.
And I'm trying to think what else embarrassing did they.
Well,
My
the-
dad had a baby blue leisure suit, very stylish.
What are those pants? Anything in the 80s?
Parachute pants.
Parachute pants. Those were.
Were those 80s? I think they were 90s too. MC Hammer wore a pair. I thought.
Yeah, well, MC Hammer was.
The Jinko jeans, dude. That's a good time. We all know you've got your pair of Jinko jeans hiding in the back.
You're not supposed to say that, son. I told you that in
Yeah,
confidence.
Got outed.
I'm exposed, canceled. Yeah.
AJ canceled.
Should bring the mullet back. Next meme. No.
Where is Ben Shapiro?
Ben Shapiro, get Ben Shapiro on the podcast. We should bring in a bunch of people on this podcast. We should get
Somebody actually knows about fashion.
Actually knows more about fashion.
Has
yeah.
Mackenzie been on your podcast?
No, but Mackenzie.
Is she? Wait, oh, she's in this class, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in this class, but
that wouldn't go over as well. I think.
Yeah, I don't think Mackenzie likes me either. So there's that.
Well, she definitely hates you, but.
Well, when you make good jokes, people don't like you because you know.
What happened to the Valentine's card you gave her?
It was a joke card.
But it was excellent.
It was excellent. It was beautiful.
Who could object?
Who could object? That's what.
It's been like 50 years. Come on. You know.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. Get over it.
Get over it. Come on. History's old news. It's pretty ironic I say that considering I like writing about fashion in the ancient world. So I wrote a
togas.
Yeah, I wrote a post about ancient Rome.
The Romans adopting pants.
Yeah, and doing all this amazing stuff with fashion. It's like you never think about it because you just think like clothes were like just kind of there the whole time. But they kind of.
Well,
I mean, they obviously
weren't always there.
Well, they could have been not needed if someone didn't.
Well, I think with the Olympics, I think we need to. You know how like, gymnasium.
Yeah.
Is like
In
where the place where you work out naked.
Yeah, in the nude. Yeah.
And the Olympics used to the competitors used to compete in the nude.
Yeah.
I think that we need to reinstate that tradition in the modern Olympics. I think all athletes should have to compete naked.
I can't tell how serious you are right now.
I think. Well, I mean, people are always going on about how like, oh, they're using performance enhancing drugs, or like there's always concerns about, he had, this and this equipment to train with or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I think to level the playing field, I think that there need no drugs, no special equipment. It's just you and the sport. In the natural element.
But that would be hard, especially in some sports like, I'm trying to think of one.
Downhill skiing.
Downhill skiing, you need your skis and stuff. Like,
okay, they can have
your ice skating. You need your
skis.
Your hockey. You only get the skis.
Mm-hmm. And they can have skates.
I don't know. I think it's somewhat of an interesting idea because they
Either
obviously did it for a reason back then to like showcase the human form in its ideal state and like.
Well, either that or they need to allow everything. Like you need to, any equipment you want, any drugs you want, just what can we make people do? Like how far?
You're clearly a man of extremes, one or the other. There's no balance.
I don't think we don't have to do one. I think we could do both. We could have 2 Olympics.
2 Olympics? You could have the old
compete,
school and the modern.
I see absolutely no problem with this.
And it's an outstanding move.
I think the only way we could lose, like the worst option, I think, is maintaining the status quo. I think that's it. I think the Olympics they're too corrupt. They're not working the way they got it.
Yeah. Especially with some locations getting Olympic sites. Well, I think that's FIFA, but that's the same story.
The hosting the Olympics, like people see it as this big opportunity, but like it takes a large toll on the places, and then they have this giant stadium that like they can't really use.
Well, that's why you gotta put it in places that already have the infrastructure.
Yeah, but the Rio Olympics, like it was crazy how much, like how unready the city was.
Yeah.
And that's sadly that's the case for a lot of places they do it. So.
Yeah.
I don't know what that has to do with fashion, but
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, it
the
could.
being naked. That is a fashion choice.
Yeah, it is a fashion choice. I probably wouldn't recommend it.
The best joke was when you had pajama day at school and like, well,
one kid
I
that
sleep naked.
I think there was one kid that wore like a tan, like skin color, like
a
morph suit. And he would just wear that
black morph suit, the white mask.
That's creepy. that fashion sense, those fashion decisions are scary, and I don't recommend them. Creeped me out. Couldn't sleep at night. Had nightmares. So.
What I really want is like a black, like a Jedi robe. You know what I mean? Kind of like Anakin's is good in Episode 3. That black one. And just like, I don't know. I don't know when I would wear it. I just know that there
will be a time
when I want to wear a
like
robe.
slaughtering younglings.
True.
True.
You never know when the need will arise.
Oh my gosh.
The Jedi are taking over.
We all know Emperor Palpatine, aka the Senate, has the best fashion choices in all of Star Wars.
I don't know what you would call it, like the red tunic he has going on. I like
work it, Palpatine.
That gets me a little, worked up. You know?
Oh. Well, maybe it's time to end it. On that note, Seth might need to.
Oh, Sheev.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in again. I'd like to thank Seth for coming on here and I don't want to say sharing his wisdom, but sharing some stories at least.
Remember to smash that like button and subscribe.
Okay. I'll see you next time.